ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं श्रीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 45, verse number 45. So in this chapter we read how Krishna he established Ugrasena as the king. Then he sent Nand Maharaj back to Vraja, and after that he underwent Upanayan Samskara, and then he went to study Jain from Sandipni Muni. Studied for 64 days, and then he asked his guru what Guru Dakshina he would like, And the Guru consulted his wife and said that bring our dead son back. So he went to ocean, and the boy was not there because he was eaten up by the Sankhasura. So he killed him and got the conch Panchjanya. Then he went to Sanyamnipuri, the city of Yamaraj, and blew his conch there, and Yamaraj came, and with great respect he asked what can he do. So that is the context now. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. So Bhagavan said, Guru Put. Yes.
We were going through the 64 parts. Could you please explain that?
64 parts you can read. Where are the 64?
In Sridhar Swami's commentary.
Okay, let's see 64 parts. Actually, Jiva Gosvāmī is also given. So let's read from that. Tatascha, so this is Vaishnav Toshni, Kautuka Visheshartham Kala Adhyupdidesha Ityaha Horatra Riti. So after Krishna has studied Vedas, Vedangas, Nyaya, Dharma Shastra, Niti, Rajniti, etc., then he also, just for the sake of fun, he also taught him 64 kalās. Since he was so much expert in learning, he says, take everything I have. Right? This is what says Bhāgavatam in the very beginning. Bruyu snigdasya sishyasya guruvo guhyam api uta. So when Guru is pleased, then he reveals his heart. All the secrets of the heart come out to the disciple, snigdha disciple, the affectionate disciple. So that's what we see here. Sandipni Muni was very affectionate to Krishna, who is so great, who is Bhagavan, but he was so humble, he was doing service to him. We saw that. Even going to the forest and picking wood for the yajna, Agnihotra. So all this he did. So therefore he says that Kautuka Artham, Kautuk Visheshartham Kala Adhyupdidesha Ahoratra Yavati Kala Sanjagrihitur Chatushashti Kala Sangrihe Etavanti Ahoratrani Akhil Vedadi Sangrahinati Ahoratrani Gayani. So in 64 days only he studied everything. He says according to Veda, etc. Also, it's not that he studied Vedas and then he studied 64 kala in 64 days. He studied both simultaneously. Kalanam namani taireva likhitani swarupani tu lekhyani. He says Sridhar Swami has written all the 64 kalas, their names, but he did not describe them, so I will write that. So number 1 is Geetam. Most important, you should know how to sing. Therefore he sang Bhagavad Gita. Right? He did not speak it. He sang. Right? So when he walks, it is a dance. When he speaks, it is poetry. Because he learned it. So Geetam Gan Shiksha. So Geetam means the knowledge how to sing, but not only that, how to make songs. Geet Nirmanam, Svajati Rag Bheda, Tal Matradi, Rachna Prakara, Sadhak Badhak Swar Vimelana Nam Parigyanam. So I studied how to write poetry along with Jati, Raga, Bheda. There are different Jatis of the Ragas, then there are Swaras, various Ragas. So he learned all that. That's why when he was playing flute, even Indra, Shiva, Brahma, they were confused. What rag is he singing? And Tal Matra Virachna Prakara. in which tal, how much matra is there, all this. And sadhak, badhak swara, which swara should be used, which should not be used. So all that knowledge. Atvadyam chaturvidham tatrapi shikshadaya purvaj geya emutratrapi. And there are 4 types of musical instruments. I learned all that. Anybody knows which are the 4 types? Water, water, water or butter? I'm saying 4 types of musical instrument, not 64. So number 1 is ghana, percussion. No, ghana is... No, ghana is like kartal. Yeah. Avanadha is percussion. Then string instrument, and then which we blow with the mouth like flute. So these are the 4 different types of musical instruments. Sushiram, these are called which you blow. Avanadha is percussion and ghana. So, and string instruments. So these are the 4 types. Everything else comes in these 4. So that's why I said Chaturvidham. Then Nityam, next is dancing. He already knew all these things. He was already dancing. So Nityams, there are various types of dance also. Bharatanatyam, Odissi, right? Kuchipudi, various types in India. And then Natyam, Rupakmayam. Natya means? Drama. And that includes all 3. Includes singing, dancing, and acting. It's called Natya. Alekhyam, Chitrakarma, painting. And Visheshaka Chedya, Tilkesu Nana Vichhed Rachana. Then you can make various types of tilak on the body, but right now you make tattoos. So you also knew it. And Tanduladi, Bali Vikaras, Tandulanam, Kushmanam cha Puja Upaharanam Vikara Nana Prakar Rachana. How to make various types of formations with rice and with flowers. When you have to make puja, sometimes like in the West, if you go to some fancy restaurant, then salad is also put in a artistic way. So like that, puja samagri, how to decorate it nicely. If you have to make a yajna, how to put the rice, just put a like pile of rice, but how to decorate, how to keep the flowers. So this is also art. And pushpastaranam, pushpadibi sayya rachanam, how to make a flower bed. And dasan vashan angragas tesham cha ranjan bheda, how to decorate your teeth. Now also they have special dentist, whatever they call, who do orthodonty. That is it's not just curing your pain in the tooth, but how to beautify your teeth. Different colors. Previously also they had. Yeah, you can have various shapes, shades. You can put caps of gold. Like Karna had the golden teeth when he was dying. It's not that he was old and he put some extra teeth. He had gold in his teeth. That's what he gave at the last minute when he was dying. Krishna was saying that he is the most charitable, and said, how is it? So they went to him. He was not dead yet. So he dressed up like a Brahmana. He said, my daughter is getting married, please give something. He says, what can I give? I'm dying now. I'm taking my last breath. So they walked away. When they were walking away, he says, wait, I have something to give. So they turned back. Then he took something and he was breaking his teeth himself. He says, take this. I cannot send you away without giving anything. So therefore, vasan is cloth, angrag, decorating the body with different ointments, fragrances. And mani bhumika karma daitya maya nirmit pandav sabhavan mani vad bhumi kriya. So decorating the ground, making different types of floor. Like he had made this maya danava, where the floor looked like water when actually it was a floor. So this is also an art, that you go and you see that there is a gate, but actually there is a glass door and you hit it with your nose. Then you realize it was door actually, not open gate. So they also knew this. And Shayana Rachan Parayankadi Nirmanam, how to make bed, different styles. And not making bed does not mean just putting the bed sheet on it, but actually making the bed also. And Udak Vadyam Sarovaradi Sthit Sthapit Bhande Udak Purit Patreva Madhur Nana Tan Samulyapnam. So this is the Udak Vadya, water, using the water as a music, like go to a pond and then use the water there. Sarovar Sthit Bhande, put a pot and water in the pot and it is floating, and then you make music out of that. And Udak Ghata Jal Stambha Vidya. So how to make water steady. Duryodhana also knew this. And the last day, when everybody died, he was the only one who remained. So he ran away because he knew that they will kill him. He got everyone killed. Madharthe takta jivita, he was saying that they have all given up life for me. But he himself did not die. So he ran away. And because it was a vast field, so they are searching, where is Duryodhana? So nobody could find it. He went inside a pond and sat there. So this is an art where you can go inside and make space inside the water. That's what Saubhari Muni was also doing. So in the olden days, if you want to meditate, the yogis will do that, because no flies, no mosquitoes. These are two big problems, If you go to the forest and you meditate, then, and now there is a third problem, somebody can come and mug you. That girl who came here, who was helping Jessica with the website, she went to Dharmashala and she went to the forest to meditate, and one mugger came and ran away with his bag and phone when she's sitting and meditating. So these are bigger mosquitoes. They not only drink your blood, they take your phone also. So therefore best is go inside the water and sit. Nobody sees you, nobody disturbs you, don't hear any sound, no noise, disturbance, nothing. So this is also an art. This is called Jal Stambha Vidya. How to bind water. You can make a house inside the water, with the water. It's like they make with ice. Igloo, they call it igloo. So this is Waterloo. Right? Battle of Waterloo. Who is the one who lost it? Napoleon is the one who lost it. Okay. So this is called Waterloo Vidya. Okay, then Chitra Yoga Nana Adbhut Darshane Samyak Upaya. What is the Chitra Yoga? I don't know what is this. It says Nana Adbhut Darshane Samyak Upaya. To see things, to actually no, it is not seeing, but to show. It's something like magic. Like you take things, you make them disappear, like that Chitra Yoga. Then Malya Ityadi Saptakam Sugamam. Then there is this garland, making garland. So he does not say anything about these 6. He says they are simple, but what they are we can read from there. So it is Malya Granthan Vikalpa, how to make various types of garlands. Shekharapida Yojanam. Shekharapida is to tie the garland on the head. Different styles, like ladies make different hairstyle, tying this side, that side, front side, back side, different, right? So do this with the garland also. Shekharapida. And Nepatya Yoga. Nepatya is when the play is going on, or behind the curtain. So making certain sounds from there. Karnapatra Bhanga, decoration of the ear. And Sugandha Yukti, mixing various types of fragrances. And that is also art. Essential oils. And next, where is this? Bhushana Yojanam, putting on ornaments with different styles. Andrajalam. Andrajalam is magic. Like you make a rope stand in the air and then you climb on it. This is an old Indian trick. Have you seen this? They make the rope, they'll show you the rope like this, it's a rope, then the rope will stand up straight and then they climb on it and the rope does not fall down. So that's Andrajalik. Then next he says is Kachumar Yoga. What is Kachumar Yoga? He explains, I think. Kachumar Yoga, Kuchumar Namna Prakashita Swasmin Nana Rupa Vyanjana. So Kuchumar was some person, maybe some sage, who has gave some technique how you can present yourself in different ways, in different styles. You can dress up as a woman, you can dress up as a warrior, you can dress up as a dancer. So that is Kachumar Vidya. And then Hastalaghavam. Hastalaghavam is called the sleight of the hand. People can do various tricks with hands only, just with their hands. They can take 3 balls and juggle them, throwing up, right? It's called Hastalaghav. Some people can do with 4, keep on throwing up and down like this, or they will throw this way, catch from this side. Kinds of tricks with the hand. So therefore it says Chamatkar Lambhanartham Alakshitena Hans Sancharena Tattad Vastu Pravartanam. Then Chitra Shaka Pupa Bhaksha Vikara Kriya, making various types of Chitra iti dvam Chitra matra nana prakaram, various types of food like pakodas, papads, various types of pakodas, different shapes and sizes. Like these days you eat chocolate, so chocolate comes in different shapes and sizes, packages, so making food like that. And then similarly drinks, Panak Rasa Raga Asava Yojanam, making various types of drinks. So that is also kala. Then Suchi Vava Karma. So that is how to sew with needle and thread, how to weave things, make sweater. So that is also Sutra Krida. Sutra Krida is what you call puppet. Make the puppet show. This puppet is an old thing, it's coming from old times. Puppet show. Now they have Muppet also. From puppet came Muppet. Then Veena Damru Vadyani. Then playing Damru, which Shiva plays, and Veena. And then Prahelika. Prahelika is, what do you call in English? Puzzle. So to make a puzzle. Riddle.
Riddle.
Yeah, riddle. So in Sanskrit there are many slokas which are like riddles. So they will, the first three padas will be asking something, fourth one will give the answer. So you say something. I don't remember now, but in the villages people also used to make so many riddles. Ghoda ada kyon, pan sada kyon. Have you heard that? This is a riddle. Ghoda ada kyon, pan sada kyon. So it's a riddle. You'll ask many questions, the reply will be only one. So उसको बदला नहीं था. So these are called riddles. Prahelika. Then Pratimala. अम्मा बेटी मिली बाग को जाएं, 3 नींबू लेके साबुत साबुत खाएं. This is a Prahelika. Mother and daughter, they are going to the fruit garden, and they pluck 3 apples from there, and each one eats one full. It's a riddle. Mother and daughter, another is mother and daughter. But they take 3 fruits and each one eat one. How is this possible? It's a riddle. So in Hindi also they used to make like that. अम्मा बेटी चली बाग को जाएं और 3 नींबू तोड़ के साबुत साबुत खाएं. So that is, in Sanskrit there are many prahelikas like that. No. Mother is not pregnant. It is mother, then her daughter, and then her daughter. So only 3. So mother and daughter. So it looks like 4. And there are only 3. Okay. Then Pratimala. What is Pratimala? 28. Sarvavastu Pratikriti. So Pratimala is to make an image of anything, like make a statue, an image of somebody. Durvachak Yoga. Yad yad vaktum na shakyate taddat vaktum paya. So what you cannot speak, to tell you how to say it. Like some things which are not to be spoken. So how to say them? Satyam bruyat, prem bruyat, ma bruyat, satyam apriyam. Right? So how to speak the bitter truth. So that the person It's not upset. Pustak Vachanam, how to study. These days they say that you can read like one book a day. It's called speed reading. So this also was taught there. It's called Pustak Vachanam. Atisrikya Vidyamananam api varnam yojitva yad vachanam. Nataka Khyayika Darshanam, to show plays, drama. Kavya Samasya Purnam. This is another type of Kavya Samasya Purnam. That you make 3 padas of a sloka and then you have to now complete the 4th one with certain conditions. When they have this avdhani competition, shata avdhani, this is one of the things they ask them to do. You make this word and then you say now you have to complete with this letter, and then say now with this letter, and they have to think, and at the same time they have to keep this meaning flowing. So Pattika Vetra Bana Vikalpa. I don't know what is that. Pattika Vetra Bana Vikalpa Sutroptar Chipita Karasya Bandhanadi Sadhanasya Kalaya Vanasya Chakra. So he says it's to make some kind of cloth, like you make these flags for decoration, banners for decoration purpose. Tarka karmani, tark karma you already know, logic. Tarkum karmani, no, but this says is tarkum karmani. Sutra nirmana sadhan, lahas lakya sadhyani vivid sutra kalpani, to make various types of threads. And takshanam, takshana is carpentry. Vastu vidya, vastu, vastu shastra, which thing has to be kept where should be the door, where should be window, where should you keep your flower pot, where should you put your computer. Rupya Ratna Pariksha, so how to identify the various gems and minerals, and also to know whether it is real or it is fake. Dhatu Vada, Dhatu is minerals, to know about the minerals. So how to make gold from mercury. This was also an art. The science Shastra was there previously, part of Ayurveda. They could actually make gold. Recently India got 100 ton of gold from UK. 100 ton. Mani Raga Jnanam. Mani Rag, what is Mani Rag? Mani is gems, and Rag, what is the combination here? Manishu Rag Nirmana Jnanam. Manishu Rag. To make color from gems. Akar Jnanam. So just by seeing the gems to find out from which kind of land it has come. It's like these days by seeing vegetable to tell whether this vegetable is organic or not organic. So that's also art. Vriksha Ayurveda Yoga. There is Ayurveda. There is also Ashwa Ayurveda. There is also Gaj Ayurveda. There is also Vriksha Ayurveda. Ayurveda dealing with plants, Ayurveda dealing with elephants, Ayurveda dealing with horses. I have Vriksha Ayurveda and Gaj Ayurveda books. Because previously they had elephants, so elephants will also fall sick, how to treat them. Horses, because they will go to battle, get wounded. So how to do surgery, something is broken, how to plaster, right? So all this part of Ayurveda. Mes Kukkuta Lapak Yuddha Vidhi, how to make the rams fight and the hen fight, cockfight is called. So this is an old art, cockfight and ram sheep. Ram it called. So that's from where the word ram comes. Sometimes he rammed the car because the rams fight with each other. Then Sruksharika Pralapanam. So how to talk with parrots. Parrot talk. Then Utsadhanam. Utsadhanam is like how to influence others by chanting mantra. Uchchatan. There are two friends, can create enmity between them. If they are not friendly, you can make friends with them. It's by the power of mantra. It's called sadhana. It's part of tantra. Maran, Uchchatan, Vashikaran. It's famous. Kesh Marjan Kaushalam. How to shampoo your hair. And if you don't have hair, how to transplant. How to make dreadlocks, right? Kesh Marjan. All kalās, Akshar Mushtika Kathanam. So this was also previously art, that you close your hand and then ask the other person, tell me what is there in my hand. And if you can tell, I will give you whatever is there, or I will give you this. If you don't tell, you have to give me this much. So that is called Akshar Mushtika. And Mlechit Kutarka Vikalpa. So, to understand the language of the Mlechas, this was also known when Pandavas were going, they had arranged for Pandavas to be burnt in that house made of lac, and they had made a festival there, and they said, you go and watch the festival, enjoy there, and we have made a house for you. So Vidura, he already knew this, that this is what their plans. So when the house was being built, he told them to make a tunnel from the middle of the house, which will lead them to the forest. And when they were leaving, then Vidura spoke to Yudhishthira in Mlech Bhasa. So only he and Yudhishthira could understand, others did not understand. So he told them that this is what is going to happen. So be ready. And Desh Bhasha Jnanam, to know the language of different countries. Pushpa Shakatika Nirmita Jnanam, how to make a toy cart with flowers. And Yantra Matrika Dharanam. This is some kind of Yantra Matrika Dharanam in Tantra. Pujartham Matrika. Okay, this is doing puja. Matrika Dharan is like you put various aksharas on your body. Am Nama, Am Nama, Om Nama, Im Nama, Om Nama, Im Nama, Ang Om Am, this. And make yantra. Yantra mantra, tantra. So all that. And Matrika Samvachyam. Pronunciation. Dharana Matrika, Dharana Artha. How to apply them. Mansi Kavya Kriya, making extempore poetry. Abhidhan Kosha, knowing the dictionaries. Chando Jnanam, knowledge of the meters. Kriya Vikalpa, Charitak Yoga, Parvanchanopaya, how to trick others. Yeah. It's important sometimes. Yeah, somebody wants to trick you, you trick him back. Chalitaka yoga. No, Chalitaka yoga. Okay, previously was different. This is tricking is this one. Kriya Vikalpa was how to do the same act in different style. Vastra Gopnani. So, how to show that you are actually wearing cotton dress but make it look like silk. So people get fooled. They think you are having a nice silk dress when it's actually cotton. And Dyut Vishesha, gambling. That's where Yudhishthira was poor. It's now called Krishna. Akarsha Krida. Yatra Akrishante Krida Vishesha. How to pull the objects of play which are at a distance to your place. I don't know how they do that. Balakrida Kani, then game of children like hide and seek. Various types of games. Venaika Nam. What is Venaiki? Vajaki, Vetanaki, Cheti. So it says these are three types of Vidya. I don't know what it is. Venaiki Vidya, Vajayiki Vidya and Vetaniki Vidya. It's called Venaiki Nam. Then Vajayika Nam and Vetalika Nam cha Vidya Nam Jnanam. So Vetal Vidya is dealing with all these ghostly beings. Vikramaditya or Vetal. Have anybody heard of the stories of Vikramaditya and Vetal? Very interesting stories. And this Vetal is always asking him riddle. He tells a story which is full of riddle, and then he tells him that if you don't give me the answer, then your head will crack. He was supposed to bring a dead body which was on top of a tree. Some Brahmana was doing a yajna and he wanted that dead body to be brought, and nobody could bring. So he went to the king, and king said, okay, I will do it. So Vikramaditya, and he has to go at night, midnight, and then bring. So he goes midnight, the body is tied. So he rides the tree, takes the body, then puts the body on his shoulder, and then he walks. And when he's walking, the body starts speaking. And he tells that I'm going to tell you a story. And then after the story, I will ask you a question to answer my question. And if you don't answer, your head will break into pieces. So he always tells the answer, and when he tells the answer, he flies back to the tree. And then he goes back and again does it. I don't know the final outcome because I never read the whole thing. It used to come in the Chandamama. I had subscribed Chandamama in Sanskrit long ago, maybe 20 years ago. So this Betal Katha was coming. Everyone will have one Betal Katha. Very interesting stories. So that is Vetalik Vidya, how to control. Vetalas are like some ghostly beings. So these are the 64 types of kalās. Okay, Purushottam Prabhu, satisfied?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Vayanika is a witchery. Vayanika is witchery. Witchcraft.
Witchery. Witchcraft. Witchery is not a word.
Yeah, witchcraft. Yeah, it is same Vetal Vidya, I know. It's witchcraft. Dealing with ghostly people. So there is a Vidya, you can control a ghost, and then he becomes your servant. Then you can ask him to do things for you. But you have to regularly feed him. Otherwise he will kill you. So people used to do all these types of things in India before. Now these things are lost. You only hear stories. So now let's see what Bhagavan said. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Sloka 45. Guru Putra Miha Nitam Nija Karma Nibandhanam Anayasva Maharaja Machashana Puraskritaha. So he said that, oh Lord, son of my Guru has been brought here because of his karma. He had a karma to die like that. So he is here, but now I am ordering and follow my order and bring him here. Tatheti tenupanitam guruputram yaduttamau dattva svagurye bhuyo vunishvaiti tamuchatu. So they got the boy alive. How they can get the boy alive? He was dead. So by his Shakti he created a boy like that. Body is dead. Body is finished. Soul is there somewhere. So he got the soul, put a body for him, joined them together. This is also one of the 64 kalās, or maybe 65 kalās, and gave it to him. So they took when he told Yamaraj like this, he says, okay sir, I will do it. And then he brought and gave it to them. And the best of Yadus, Krishna and Balram, they brought the boy back to the Gurukula and gave to the Guru. And then they again asked him that please ask for anything else you want from us, because we have done this, but we are two, so we can give you one more dakshina. No problem. So, not much tika. Nij karma prarabdha lakshanam avashya bhogyam yasya tatha bhutam api. So everybody has to go through your own karma. You have to experience. Avashyameva bhoktavam kritam karma subhashubham na bhuktam chiyate karma kalpkoti shatairapi. Whatever karma you have done, you have to go through it. So therefore he died, but Krishna brought it back. Martyena go guru sutam yam loka nitam ityadi ekadashokte. And it is said in 11th canto that Krishna did all kinds of wonder, amazing things, that he brought the son of his Guru from Yamaloka. That is impossible. There is no other story like that. That somebody goes to Yamaloka and then he is brought back. Nachiketa went, but he was not dead. He only visited. But after dying and then coming back from Yamaloka, there is no other story like that. Satyavati and her husband Satyavan Savitri, he was taken, but it's not really dead yet. So tenaiva sharirena yuktamiti tika vyakhanamcha. So Sridhar Swami explains that he made a body similar to what he had before. Machchasuneti madagya puraskarena ayana stavko dose. So how is it possible that Yamaraj can do it? It goes against the law of karma. So he says Krishna gave him the order, and Krishna is beyond all law. Otherwise Yamaraj does not have power like that. Sri Guru Vacha, then Guru said, Samyak sampadito vatsya bhavadbhyam guru nishkriyaha konu yasmad vidguroho kama nama vishishyate. So he says, my dear boy, you have properly fulfilled the wish I gave to you, and thus you are free from all debt. You have given your dakshina. And if somebody who has disciples like you, what their wishes are remain unfulfilled. So, meaning I don't have anything else to ask you. Gachatam swagriham virau kirtirvamastu pavani chandam shiyayate yamani bhavanti ha paratracha. He says that, he addressing to both of them, that, oh heroic boys, go back now to your place, and I bless you that your pure fame will spread everywhere, and the knowledge which you have studied, the Vedas, this will remain fresh in your memory means you will not forget. Otherwise people study, then they forget also if you don't repeat it. So, bhavantu ihya paratracha. In this life and after this life also, you will never forget what you have studied. Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sri Shukdev said, Guruna evam anugyatau rathena nilaramhasa ayatau swapuram tata parjanya ninadena vai. So when they were permitted by the Guru in this way, then they rode on the chariot and moved, and the chariot was moving at the speed of the wind and making the sound like rumbling of clouds, and came back to Mathura. Ayatau swapuram tata parjanya nidanena. So Ujjain is in Madhya Pradesh. So from there they came back to Mathura. Samanandan praja sarva drishtva Rama Janardhanau apashyantyo bhavahani nashtalabdha dhanaivaha. So when people saw Krishna and Balaram returning after their education, they became very happy. Everybody rejoiced because they have not seen them for 2 months now. So it was just like if you have a wealth and somebody steals it, but then the police catches the thief and finds the wealth. How you feel? Feel so happy. So they felt like that they have attained the wealth which had disappeared. So all the Yadavas, all the Mathuravasis, they were just in bliss. So yusmad vidhanam api guroho kimuti yor guror mama kamanam nananam vidhanam madhye ka kama. So there is not much commentary. He only says that anyone who has disciples like you, what is remaining for him to desire, and what to speak of me who is having you as directly my disciple. So there is no wish that I have to ask you. I am satisfied with you, and you can return back to your kingdom. Iti sarartha darshinyam harshinyam bhakta chetasam dasmasya panchatvarinsho apiyajani sangataha. So this completes the commentary on chapter 45 called Sarartha Darshani, which gives happiness to the hearts of the devotees and has been completed by the blessing of devotees. So end of chapter 45. Okay, what is the question, Tanmaji?
Babaji, Krishna and Balaram can learn fast, really. But how is it that the teacher is able to teach so much stuff in 64 days?
Because he is their guru. Otherwise he will not be their guru.
So they are going non-stop at it, is it? Because just speaking, teaching even one subject takes so long, and how many years are you learning stuff? So I'm just trying to understand how everything possible under the sun can be taught in 64 days.
That's Ahoratra, they study day and night. That's what it says, Ahoratra Chatushashti. No, it's just that there is nothing to teach them. You would probably recite one sloka of the chapter and then say, okay, rest you know. Let's move to the next one.
Oh, that's easy then. Okay.
This is called Gurumukhi Karanam. Have you heard this word? There is a word for
No.
this. It's called Guru Mukhi Karanam. So this was custom previously. Now people forget that even those who are highly learned disciples, if they will study, because you study and after that you acquire knowledge that you can read yourself and understand. But then they will take the book to the Guru and he says, please, you just speak little bit from this, so that I don't feel that I am knowing it independently. So that is called Guru Mukhi Karanam. Sandeep ji.
So when this Guru's son was killed or drowned in the ocean, he did not get the next body. Like Yamaraj, even if he had got the next body, it came from there also back.
So what if suppose he was in hell, he had a next body in the hell, he brought it from there. Next body doesn't mean that he has to take birth on earth.
So it could be that somebody in another realm. Like the other body could be in Swarga, Naraka, or somewhere. Whatever.
So you get him from there, what is the problem?
Okay.
Any problem with that? Yamaraj can bring. Narayanji.
One good question I had was that in this chapter, the mood of Mathuravasis is described, and are they, they are in the mood of Aishwarya or in Madhurya, or a combination of the two?
So do you know the distinction between Aishwarya and Madhurya?
From what I understood from from the lectures was that in the Aishwarya Bhav, they are aware of the fact that Krishna is Bhagavan. They like to worship him with good fanfare, pompousness, whatever. Right? I mean, as a revered person,
Right.
Whereas what I understood from one of the other lectures is Madhurya Bhav, in Braj, where the devotees don't have any idea actually, any conception of Krishna as Bhagavan. They just love him naturally for who he is.
Yeah. So Madhurya Bhava means that he is a human being. That is called Madhurya Bhava. And Aishwarya means he is not human being, he is God, he is Bhagavan. So here Krishna was not being treated as God, but as a human being, as son of Vasudeva. God is not anybody's son. Narayan does not have a father, Vishnu does not have any father. So that is pure Aishwarya Bhav, means he is Ishvara, he is God, he is worshipped like that, he is the source of everybody. So here they worship him, they know that he has some power, or they may get the feeling that he is avatar or he is descended, Narayana Sama Gunai, as Gargacharya said. But he is still as a human being. That's why he went to Gurukula, to study. Otherwise, why would they do Upanayan Samskar for him? So there is Madhurya there, but it is mixed with, it is with a tinge of Aishwarya. They are more aware of his powers. In Vraj, they do not think that he has these powers. They think that our deity has powers and it becomes manifest in that. Or even if the mood like that comes, it's stays for a very short time. Then it's back, you treat him in the same way.
Thank you, Babaji. Actually, the reason I asked that question is because in the last line, as you read, the analogy you gave was that if the Mathuravasis felt like they had regained their lost wealth, whereas every time I've at least heard you talk about Rajavasis, the mood is always like they have lost their life, and when Krishna comes back, the life has come back. So I was trying to understand
Yeah.
that's why I asked. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.